Gemini, how are you? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I am so sassy today, Gemini, so just be prepared. I don't know what kind of reading I'm going to give you. I'm feeling really sassy. I feel like a little bit of a button pusher. So, Gem, how are you? I'm going to find out what y'all need to know. What you need to know, honey. We're going to find out what you need to know. I got a whole slew of cards in front of me here. I'm being called to go to my Tarot of Positive Clarity, which is a little bit, it can be a bit of a button pusher. It pushes some buttons in me, some of the imagery in it. But yeah, that's what we're doing for you, Gemini, what you need to know. Now, so I've already done this twice, done it for Aries and Taurus. And one of the things that I'm learning in this question for the reading this week is I need to really pull back my detective skills because this is not something that I necessarily need to figure out. And so I'm saying, like, what do you need to know? So it's almost like if you could just ask the universe, what do I need to know? And the universe will start to tell you, well, what you need to know is that this and that happened when this and that happened, and then it made you feel this and that. Well, it's because of this. And, you know, then this is going to happen. So it's different. It's kind of different. So I may not understand it, and I kind of felt like that with the last two, but people seem to get it in the comments. So I'm like, yeah, I just got to give it to you. What y'all need to know. It's general though, so it may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, keep that in your own mouth. You don't need to share it because you reckon it. I told you I'm feeling sassy. Sassy today. Then it's not your reading if it doesn't resonate, right? But if it does and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to the extended is at the top of the description within this video. All right, Gemini, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? Give it to me straight, Cynthia. I'm hearing give it to me straight. I'll give it to you straight, Gemini. Look at that. I was feeling like a one-card reading for you. Oh, you don't need to know anything. If there's anything you need to know, you need to figure it out for yourself. The High Priestess card. Okay. If anything, do you want to say, the universe is damn right sassy with you right now. Are you feeling like that? Like the universe being kind of sassy with you? I came into your reading all full of sass. Like a sassy High Priestess. There we go. Like a sassy High Priestess. Is that what is going on for you right now? Like it's almost as if the universe is saying what you need to know. Yeah, there's all sorts of things you need to know. But in due time, my dear, in due time. So I know that there's, oh, I'm already seeing the symbolism. See, there's always guides that are, I always find like when I'm reading, there's guides that are totally on the straight and narrow. Cindy's not supposed to know that. She's not supposed to share that information right now. That needs to be discovered by her or by whoever she's reading for in a natural way. And we cannot deviate from that path. And then I know I have the odd guide that, like, you know what, this is shit. This is bullshit. I need to give some hints here. So I'm getting some hints. The first thing I'm seeing here, which I've never been drawn to before, is at the bottom of her seat. It looks like, it very much feels like kind of moon and sun, yin and yang energy. So there is definitely, when we have the black and white playing out, yeah, there's so much that goes on with the High Priestess card. A ton of esoteric information. But just really being drawn to the floor, the spot that she's sitting on in the floor with it being yin and yang. So you are about to go into a period, a cycle where there is balance, but you're not there yet because the white part of this is actually bigger than the black. So the white is like the sun, is the yang. So there's, the yang energy is kind of pulling back a bit. So this is what you need to know. Yang energy is pulling back and it's being equally replaced by yin in your life and what's going on for you. Now that could be playing out specifically with masculine people around you and feminine people, yourself for sure. I mean, this is definitely for you. You need to know it for yourself, but I feel like you also need to know it for what's going on around you and with other people. There may be some people that you're dealing with. You may be going through some stuff actually that just feels like kind of like hurtling out of control. Like your life is not maybe all of your life, but just there's a lot of things that I feel like maybe you don't feel like you have control over. And this is kind of how this is being brought. Like, it's kind of teaching you to take a seat here and just relax. So pull back some of your yang and sit in it for a bit. Now she's also holding up like a bowl of, yeah. And she's manifesting. You're manifesting through your energy. And you're really manifesting through the cycles. She's covered in the crescent moon. Oh, and I can't remember. You guys, maybe look that up, which way the moon is facing. Because the direction of the crescent moon on her robe is also the same as the sort of the crescent, what the white energy, the white light is making here. So it's also coming up with cycles of the moon, like crescent into new moon. New moon energy is really important for you right now. Something's gonna, either something significant will take place during the new moon or a new moon for you. And I want to say and it is also, the new moon energy is really important for you to manifest, to use, I'm hearing incantations. So maybe incantations. Affirmations. Affirmation is sort of more of the, yeah. I think incantations are more powerful. There's power to the rhyme of a word. There's power to rhyming. Because it creates a resonance. So, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. Oh yeah, see, your writing is underneath. Your whole reading is in the underline. But that's right. It's like the hidden stuff, right? There's a lot that's being hidden from you right now. So, yeah. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm kind of stating it for you. You have the Star, the Ace of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Literally, I am hearing that there's a brand new beginning for you here. It's beautiful. You're going to feel like you're just kind of coming up out of a warm ocean into a beautiful fresh breeze, like just feeling clean, like leaving the past behind. Like both of these cards are just dripping with this fresh energy. But before you get there, it's as if the universe has put blocks up. Look at these two blocks. These are major blocks. Like, don't go there blocks. Not being allowed to go there blocks. And you might be asking yourself, why? Why? Maybe you feel like you've already gone through certain tests. Yeah, why? Why? So I'm going to investigate a little bit. I can't help it. My Mars in Gemini is asking why. Why? And my Mercury in Aries. Like, I can't help it. I can't help it, Gemini. I have to ask for you. All right, let's look at both of these blocks individually here. Five of Wands and Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, though, in this deck is awesome because she's on her way to the six. She's on her way to success. You are on your way to success, but it's not an easy road. The Five of Wands. Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so it just feels like that there's some sort of baggage that you got to clear. You got to clear some sort of baggage so that you, ooh, wow, yeah. The Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess is really powerful energy. There's definitely something around you. It could be physical things with the Nine of Pentacles. It could be people. It could be objects in your life. I don't feel so much like it's your thinking. It's almost like a physical state of being that you must achieve before you can be allowed to move past something here. So that physical state of being is going to have something to do with your singularity and your sovereignty. So having the faith to be able to stand on your own here, to be able to do something on your own, perhaps to have some sort of, for your finances to be more singularly created by yourself, to look after yourself, even your health. Look at, interesting how both of these are mirroring each other. Both of them are sitting with something in their hand, and it's mirrored, like in the opposite. Look at that. See that? One has the bird in one hand, which, oh, it's a falcon, like falconry, right? That's something that the rich would do. It's a hobby. It's almost like the universe wants you to have been taking a step back and remove a lot of things from your life, even to the point where you might get bored because it doesn't seem like there's much going on or much coming in for you. And on some level, even developing a hobby. Like, but it might not, like, you might even look at it and say, well, I don't even know what the point of this hobby is. I mean, does it really do anything for the greater good of humanity? Or do I go out and meet people and do this? Because even thinking of falconry, like, it is even a solitary thing to do. You and the bird, and off they go hunting or doing some sort of training exercise, and they come back. Also, the bird would symbolize to me, the first thing I thought before I was drawn to the fact that it is a falcon, is messages. So this is also probably a period of time for you to be the one that's really guiding yourself here in this High Priestess energy. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands. The Five of Wands and the Death card. See, the Five of Wands is sitting here. There you go. Five of Wands and the Death card. There's definitely an internal struggle. There's a lot of internal struggle here, but you're about to mount past that, go past it. And even the Seven of Wands is curious, because usually the Seven of Wands, there's a lot of energy kind of attacking you. You know, wands coming at you or trying to defend yourself against them. She's using her wand to climb up a difficult place to get to the six above. And I almost feel like, well, when you get to the top, you don't need the wand that you've been carrying to support you, because you've made it past, you've made it the journey. You've succeeded in the journey. Well, let's look at the good stuff. So, yeah. You're being asked to develop certain things within yourself and in your world. In maybe your home life, maybe even creating new habits that have a lot to do with your physical abundance, your physical health, your independence, the star, the sun. You're going in the right direction. I don't know what came out first. I know the sun came out first. So we have the sun, the Hierophant, the Ace, the Page of Cups, the Hermit, and the Ace of Wands. And this is all clarifying the sun. I like that the Hermit's sitting here, because that almost feels like the energy that I'm getting. The High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles are very much Hermit energy. See, it's almost like a sidestep. Or it's almost as if, you know, the universe has tried to, like, as you are the child of the universe, so the universal parent has stepped up in some way here and said, Gemini, there's a few things that we'd like you to work on. A big part of that is Hermit energy. So a big part of what we would like you to work on is looking deep within yourself for these answers that you ask of me. I would like you to find these answers within yourself. However, I know if I ask you to do that directly, you won't do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you to your room for a little while and ask you to clean it up. I'm going to ask you to go in your room and clean it up for a bit. Don't come out till it's real clean. And then once it's clean, then I'm going to ask you to go back in there and I'm going to ask you to declutter it. I'd like you to take out some things that you know you don't use anymore. Even take out some things that you use, but think about whether they're really good for you or not. So each time you kind of get sent back into your room by the universal parent, you're cleaning it out. But by doing that, you're looking at the things that you've accumulated in life. You're looking at the mess that you've made in parts of your life. You're thinking about that. Well, you know what? Because I don't do this and this and this, that's why I'm always late for this and that and this. Like, it's almost like asking you to organize, which is funny because Gemini tends to be, I want to say, well, yeah, a little bit like OCD. You know, that Mercury energy, getting everything, not so much like a pattern definer, like Virgo uses Mercury to understand it, but it's almost like a pattern analyzer to create order so that you can progress in a logical way. Like it's similar, but it's different. So it's almost breaking you out of that a little bit. And unbeknownst to you, you end up going into hermit mode, really thinking about, well, I do still have this lava lamp in my room. I don't even turn it on anymore. But I keep it because of this. But why? Well, because so-and-so gave it to me. Yeah, I don't even talk to them anymore. But why am I hanging on to that memory? This always reminds me of that. I don't need that. I'm moving beyond. That's what the universe is doing here. And getting there, it's like this Ace of Wands, just like you're kind of getting eureka moments in this state. And then it's kind of spurring like a little hopefulness in your heart by eliminating these things and looking at what you probably wouldn't have looked at if you were directly told to do it. The Hierophant in the Sun. You are going to be able to show, if you feel like you do not see clearly the path between you and the unknown and what it is that you were truly meant to create and build in this lifetime and how you're going to get there, you're going to see the path so clearly with this. And it's going to feel right. It's going to feel like you're not going to ask yourself any questions, and the universal parent will not need to ask you to do something in hopes that this will end up happening for you. The Ace of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. This is realizing that, well, you know, it's kind of funny though. I don't know why. I mean, the message that I'm getting, but it doesn't feel like I would apply it to the group that I'm reading for, but maybe I'm wrong, or maybe at some point it was. But this is kind of like money doesn't buy happiness, or money doesn't buy love. Like looking at that, looking at what you've built physically too, looking at, and maybe not just in a monetary way, it just kind of feels heavy that way with Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, but definitely what I just talked about was, it's almost like Marie Kondoing your life. Marie Kondo. See, I gotta say it right. Marie Kondo. To look at the things that you've accumulated in your life, even people, everything. What kind of joy and happiness does that bring to you? Look at it. Look at it. There's a lot of look at it energy here. High Priestess, Hermit, Hanged Man. Boy, you've been looking at it for a hot minute, and you are getting very close. You know that once you have complete solidarity, sovereignty, and when I say solidarity, like to self, to self here. Too, with the Queen of Pentacles, this can be like the mother, the spouse, and then this is redefining yourself. I mean, not to say that you're not still a mother or still a spouse, if like that resonates for you, but understanding the part of you that is not. That's what you need to know. The Six of Pentacles is at the bottom. Equal give and take here. Giving of yourself, and two, maybe realizing that you're allowing relationships in your life to take more than what you have to give, and that's causing you to have less to give where you would like to give. So that's what I have for you. There you go. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too hard. I'm going to go do the extended. Thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.